Damn, I should have went right edge. Forgot I got that detail for. Bitch, I'm trying to get these fucking. Uh, where's that
What
legend shit
excites
at?
me about being a product manager now is that I can prove and iterate much faster. I can use Claude to test my product ideas before I even get anyone else in the loop. I can operate much more independently, which is extremely empowering. Getting data as a product manager is like a pain point. Usually, you have to ping a data science person to help you, or often product managers can write some kind of
I already
basic
got both these
SQL
niggas already,
themselves
man.
and will have to query a database that they don't know that much about. I started using Cloud Code pretty quickly, figured out that we could use it for data analysis workflows. Our data science team set up a BigQuery MCP, which essentially connected.
Let's go fix that team now. Turn me up. What an LTD? Is that Spotlight Pack? Let me see what you can. Let me open that Spotlight Pack real quick. Oh, what you gonna do? Worry about your old
Hey,
nigga.
dude.
Yeah.
Hey, that nigga Alabama said you trying to play right now.
What you mean Alabama? Who Alabama is?
This nigga Troy.
I play him. I play him week one or something.
Yeah.
Um, he gotta go to work or something today or something.
Yeah.
What time?
He said what time he got to go to work in like an hour 30 minutes.
He probably don't gotta go to work in an hour 30 minutes. Hey, tell her give me like 20 minutes then. Hold on.
I bet.
Yeah. Hey, how am I know like what this nigga in the Discord or
Text that
something?
nigga in the Discord. Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I bet.
Bet.
So sorry, but your grandfather's passing.
That's fine, we didn't know.
One has Les Connor and Annie properties in Canada. Canada, is that in that mom was Canadian too?
Nobody here is Canadian.
None of this makes any sense.
Annie?
Yeah, hi.
Alice, you're Tyler. Thanks for your time.
I'm in
Yeah, nigga trying to get it in Alabama. Okay. Yeah, I like to hear that. I like to see that. Come on. But what he said? I hustle so ridiculous. They can keep it playing. I love my nose swinging. I just powered up. My power page you hear me. He say he need a 50 and they nose in the trap. And I ain't talking about those dishes. It's so ridiculous. They digging me. Sitting in a dope bar. Better get this game in, boy. Oh, let's see what this team is looking about. Bad bitches love dope boys. Thought I told you that. Hell, check it, bitch. They ain't going back. This is who the bitch love like my thunder when she throw it back. Yeah, I'm fine. You do a good defense. We can still give him a purpose for us, okay? We got a whole lot of fucking bodies.
Allergies? Now with Benadryl Allergy Liquid. There's a great tasting honey to get the powerful relief you need from your symptoms. Completely relief in a wild cherry flavor, Benadryl Allergy Liquid. Bring it.
Hey, what these niggas archetype? Bumping around, shit. Blood and brains.
It'd be like, can I host? Let me see what you got going.
Yeah.
Let me see what you got going on. Depth chart, Miami.
Chose you a team, but I don't know if you play.
You chose me a team.
Yeah, I don't know if you're playing or not. You haven't been replying to me or Kevin. That's
Huh?
great. I said you haven't been replying to me or Kevin.
Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, as you know, Alabama coming off a terrific year last year, getting back into the college football playoff and getting to the second round. But this team has more to prove. They lost their quarterback, Ty Simpson, to the draft, but they still have one of the most dynamic wide receivers in the country. Ryan Coleman-Williams is looking for a little redemption after a low production year last year. The fans can't wait to see what this version of the Crimson Tide will look like this season. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. So Alabama's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Throwing, Mensah. That's caught. It's Vaughn. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Fletcher. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Guys, let's look big picture Miami. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded at several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Yeah, it was one thing to get there, but, man, do you get even hungrier when you've got there and you had to watch the other team celebrate. So a good chance to take out some demons, start this year off good.
And they've got him for the sack. Had good protection for a minute, tried to create a little more time, and the defense was there to stop it.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
A strike downfield. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Hurricanes in the hurry-up.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Miami! He got it, beat down in bounds.
I don't know what play they called, but I would call it again because the defense had no idea what was going on. Receiver comes wide open, catches the football, and gets the easy touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Keelan Russell. That's reeled in. It's Rodgers. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Crimson Tide with the aerial assault working back at it here.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Russell from the gun on third down. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. Looking for a gap. It's Hill. Nice move there.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throwing Russell. That's caught. It's Rodgers. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking for a man. It's Russell. Back open in the middle. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Russell will throw for it on 4th. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Slithers into space. There he goes. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Mensah. Snagged out of the air. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Corner's going to give them room. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. Stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard. And the Hurricanes come to the line in the hurry-up. Darian sets it from the gun on 3rd down. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge 1st down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's Mensah to throw. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the 1st half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the 1st half.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Russell on play action. He's going to take a shot. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running inside, it's Fletcher. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. The Canes want to pick up the tempo.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Got it. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Pringle. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. Quick strike through the air for the score.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the 1st half.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Russell. Pocket breaking down. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Looking to throw, it's Russell. Oh, they're after him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Might be calling a hot route. Keelan Russell. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Makes a catch. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Alabama pushing the tempo.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss, and with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Escapes the pressure going right. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. Now facing a third and long. Again, it's Russell. Throws toward the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Lofts one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Here's a heat. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the Missouri Tigers. And it's the Sooners looking to get the job done on the road. Right now it's early, but they lead this season opener.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be changing the route. Throwing Russell. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. This guy is special, and Alabama's had a lot of them. Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, who could make a huge play at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, big plays down the field. You get it to him, you know it could be a home run anytime he touches it. When you start mentioning those names, it just shows you the explosive nature. Everybody you mentioned, you know they can run right by you and hit those home runs, and so far, he's making some big plays in this ballgame.
Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability.
Might have a chance. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll take it himself. And they're able to make the tackle. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Throwing, Mensah. Dumps it to the back. It's complete on the right side. Hits the accelerator to the right. The 10. Touchdown, Miami! And the stomping has commenced.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Unloads to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Out of bounds at the 18, and man, do they have great field position now.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions.
Touchdown, Hurricanes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Makes the grab. It's Rodgers. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Russell. He rifles one deep down the right side.
And man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Running inside, it's Fletcher. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They'll keep it on the ground. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Mensah. It's complete to the left. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Canes are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
And the Hurricanes are threatening on 1st and goal. Here's Mensah to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on 3rd. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Pass to 50. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10.
watching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. So Miami signals for a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Rush is on him. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. What will they dial up on second?
Slam!
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Got his man.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Throwing, Mensah. A shot toward the end zone. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. We all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. All these plays still matter.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. Alabama needs just a few inches here on third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
Using his legs, it's Hill. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Dances away to buy time. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell dumps it off in the flats. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll pull it down and breaks into the open. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Making side adjustments here. Keelan Russell. Looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Tide.
Nice Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Mensah. Going for it all. Throw to the end zone, picked off. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Wants to adjust the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Russell. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's out.
That was supposed to be a pick. I ain't gonna lie. Nigga lucky I got bumped.
Take it to this defense. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Everybody got aggressive catching. Everybody got a jump ball. Everybody got 50-50.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Wants to throw on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And the pass will be incomplete, looking for a little window dressing at the end, but the ball game...
First game of the season, yes, I'm chewing clock, fuck nigga.
Guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
62%. I would have been like 80, but I was just throwing that bitch up and went in. All right, I'm fucking with my team, trying to go lab up, find some glitch plays. One just won't work. Let's go try another 6 out. Scuba! Scuba! School! 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 Yeah. Scuba! I'm just saying, Cliff, I gotta watch that shit. We watch the film.